Hello, you wonderful humans. Welcome to your monthly numerology video on Radiant Reality. So, I am Raphael. I am an astrologer, a tarot reader, and a numerologist and an energy worker. For those of you that don't know, for those of you that are continued subbies, you know Rafi loves you. And what I'm doing here is getting into the grit, right, of the numerology of this month. Now, you're going to get your overview, and then also you're going to get your breakdown for your specific life path. But before we get into that, one thing that I want to mention here is the way that I tend to do these is um, I obviously offer astrology readings, I offer tarot readings, and I also give you numerology readings. And what's really important to consider here is that each one of these is going to give you a different slice, right? So as it stands, you are a person of mind, body, soul, and spirit. And your astrology tends to favor your ascendant sign. Tarot tends to favor your sun sign. Numerology is really about your own grand timing with your own rhythms, frequencies, energy, and vibrations. And obviously, what's tied into that is your energetic self as well. So each one of these is giving you a specific yet unique slice and snapshot of how the month ahead is going to really work for you. So I encourage you to watch your astrology for your ascendant, to watch your tarot for your sun sign, and also to watch your life path readings and predictions, because this is going to give you how things are unfolding for you with your own energetic, numerological, vibrational sequence, right? How this is going to unfold for you. So, with that said, let's get straight into it. So, the month of July is it's an interesting month because it's a universal seven month, but it's a special type of seven. It's what we call a karmic debt number. So it's a 16/7 effectively, right? So this month has is going to carry some extreme undercurrents. We've got a karmic wave of change that's really going to align with your soul's spiritual reckoning and also potentially your, and I dare say I use this word, but your purpose. The question really isn't about what's changing, but what's ready to be aligned with the truth of your own spirits, your own spiritual self. Now, you're being asked to really look honestly at the cycles and the patterns of the life that you've built. Where are they unbalanced? Where have they become a rut that's disguised as stability, right? This is a time of deep reflection, not surface level journaling, but really a soul level audit of the life structures that you have committed to because they are things that you do consistently. With the seven energy resonating to the same frequency as Neptune energy, the real inquiry becomes what spiritual energy is running through your days and does it match what you know to be true for yourself, right? At that deep sort of inner core level. This is where logic meets intuition, where spirit meets soul. The conscious and the subconscious are going to collide this month. And in that clash, clarity is going to come forward, right? Your greatest currency this month, truthfully speaking, is knowledge. Knowledge of self, knowledge of truth, knowledge of what no longer serves you. Gather it, guard it, let it empower you. That's what all of this is about, right? Whether it's a new direction that's opening up for you, a skill that you're meant to master, an unspoken truth that's kind of like arising or bubbling up from your subconscious to the surface. Power this month really belongs to those that are willing to learn, right? And because this is a karmic debt vibration, that 16/7 that I was talking about earlier, be mindful of what you are investing in energetically, emotionally, spiritually, right? The choices that you're making at this moment in time are going to ripple far into the future. So, my three tips for you for this month for really finding that balance and digging into it, or really tapping into your own personal gnosis. One, keep your feet on the ground, right? Deal with the facts, then check those facts with your spirit. All right. Two, find the warmth, whether it's with people, whether it's places or passions, seek the warmth in all its forms. That's what's going to be your anchor, right? What is it that makes you feel warm in your soul, in your spirit, in your emotions, in your mind? When I talk about warmth, I'm not necessarily talking about like from like a thermal perspective. I'm talking about, like some people, like it's just nice to be around them because they're naturally very warm. That's what I'm talking about. Find the warmth this month. Number three, balance the hermit mode with connection. Yes, introspection and spending time in self-analysis and time decompressing from other people's stuff is going to be very vital this month. But so is having a sounding board. So is having somebody to chuck certain things around, whether that's a mentor, a therapist, a trusted friend. These things are going to be essential this month, right? So find that voice, find that person that you know you can speak to on a level that you can really chuck things about with. And then finally, this month, the signature question of this month that is really being asked of you is, where in my life have I mistaken comfort for alignment? All right, I'm going to say that again. Where in my life have I mistaken comfort for alignment? Once you really dig into that question and you answer and you understand what the answer is for you, I'm telling you, everything else is going to really flow that much better, that much easier. With that said, stay tuned while we get into your personal life path breakdown. Hello, you wonderful Life Path One person. Let's get into how this month of July is going to affect you in all of the different sectors of your life that I'm going to take a look at. So, in terms of your money as a Life Path One, when it comes to your money this month, it's a time to really begin to understand the karmic cycles and patterns of money. Do you and have you respected it? Do you and have you reciprocated it? Are you working towards a goal that takes your inner resources? That's going to require your inner resources, your skill set. That's what's required of you this month, as well as a good understanding of flow, karma, universal energies, and of and actually around money. The magic in this month for you is going to be about dreaming big. And I use those words separately and as a sentence. Dreaming big. All right. What I mean is the dreaming part is about using your innate intuition and your logic and also using your imagination and then applying and amplifying and expanding that, going beyond what you've known and daring to reach even higher than that, daring to seek what you may have been told isn't possible, maybe it's not for you. Do you accept that? Do you accept that it cannot be done? Right? As a life path one, I don't think so. Now, in terms of love, when it comes to love, the energy here is really about surrounding yourself with those who share your vision. And vision is a really big part of this month's energy for you in specific. It has to be expansive. And the love that you're welcoming in this month with as a life path one is nothing short of universal. It's nothing short of huge. Karmic and not necessarily in the scary sense, but in the universal sense. If you're a single life path one, the energy is really about calling in your person, your companion, your mirror, right? Ultimately, we never want somebody that's exactly a carbon copy of us. Like, what's the point in dating yourself? You need somebody that's going to stretch your boundaries, your mind, your heart, your soul. If you're partnered, this is really about enjoying what you've built and the fruits of that labor, but doing that together as a unit. It can't be small, right? It can't be measured. It has to be big, it has to be bold, and it has to be vibrational. It's really got to be about the strong foundation that you've built and that, build to last energy when it comes to love. And if it isn't that, you really need to get clear and more importantly, get real with yourself about why it isn't that. When it comes to your health, this month, it's time to get really serious about your health goals. Set a goal, lose this much weight, run that far, do a 5K in under 20 minutes. Whatever it is, it's not meant to be something that is super achievable. And yes, I'm going to go against the grain here, right? And I'm telling you, this is a month when it comes to your health to hustle, right? And what I mean by this is, I'm just going to say this. I don't really care about excuses. I don't care about balance. What I want to hear from the life life path one people this month is that you pulled your finger out, that you set a target for yourself, you set a health goal for yourself that's going to require you to lock in, right? That's going to require you to say, well, shit, you know what? That's actually quite a lofty goal to build a daily experience for yourself that feeds directly into that larger goal so that you're starting and getting more intentional about all of it, about what you eat, about how you sleep, about whether you do or don't consume enough water, all the things that we kind of know we should do that are going to feed into that larger goal. Are your mind, body, and spirit on the same path? If you eat right, sleep right, pray, right, but you kind of, excuse my language, but fuck anything with a pulse that walks, it's probably not as aligned as you might like to think it will be, right? You feel me? It's like, where are you consuming and what are you consuming and how are you consuming it across the board? All of these things go into your health goal this month. So whatever it is, you got to get serious about it and you got to get intentional about it. When it comes to your career, this month is again really time for you to lock in, to get serious, to get focused. It's time for you to be more present in your work, to get more organized, to get more structured, and start thinking about what those next steps actually look like. This is a month for you to really look at your plans, to kick the tires. Are the plans solid? Will they hold water or are they going to piss it all away? This month's really asking you to start focusing on your systems. This is a month where you start to work in alignment with your spiritual cycles. Make your plans with your creator or your higher power, whatever you believe to be out there. And I know this is all sounding like a little bit mystical, but the feeling that I have around this is it really is like supreme body forward, right? Like you really have to be tapped into all of yourself and all of your essence this month to really get ahead. This month, look at the direct correlation between your financial security or lack of and how that's interacting with your career. What's more, you really need to start understanding the infusion of spiritual energy into what you do. Attend to those details, right? That's the best way forward this month. Now, in terms of the warnings, things that you might need to be aware of, be careful with devil card thinking this month, right? There's only one way to do this. Don't fear change, embrace it as if you kind of need any help there, right? One is the pioneer after all, but hold yourself accountable or get an accountability buddy. Watch out for being a rebel without applause, right? It's like rebelling just for the sake of rebelling. Now, if you want to know more about what your numbers are really saying for you personally, there's a link in the description box that's going to help you so you can download a free numerology PDF. It's packed with all kinds of insights for your life path, your personal year cycle, and more. There's tons of stuff in there. If you want to go even deeper than that and you think, no, you know what, I'm ready to take this to the next level, numerology consultations with me are open. You can get that on the link in the description box below, and you can claim your clarity, right? You can get a really good, solid handle on this. It would be my pleasure and my honor to serve you in this way. Failing that, take care, and I'll see you next month.